Adventures in the Caribbean invites you to share the beauty and fun of the Caribbean. Now here is your tour guide host, Caribbean Chris.
Good morning. A great Saturday morning to you, and welcome to another exciting episode of Adventures in the Caribbean, your insider guide for the best adventures. I'm your host, Caribbean Chris, and we have a great show for you today. We have some really exciting guests and some great friends in the studio, and as always, good morning, Sonny.
Good morning, Chris, and good morning to our listeners. We have a very colorful show today. We got a few guests and very interesting things that we're going to be sharing today, right?
Did you say colorful?
Yes.
This is radio, Sonny.
Hey, well, you can see the colors. You can hear the colors.
And also, we're joined by our good friend Randy from Isla Grande Flying School. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Always a pleasure for us as well, and I'm sure our listeners. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the exciting stuff going on at Isla Grande Flying School, one of our fine sponsors, and one of the best in the Caribbean since 1953, or the best.
I think the best. Yeah.
It is the best.
And we're gonna hear about a really cool new plane that's coming into Isla Grande. We're gonna talk about the awesome express delivery service that they do, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about some really cool stuff. How you can come out to Isla Grande and take some lessons with Top Gun flight instructor Randy. And also we have some other cool stuff coming up. As always, thanks to our friends at Triana Restaurant. Everyone has to go down there and check it out. Flamenco dancing Fridays and Saturdays, and live music on Sundays. 54 different types of tapas. It's a great place. I'm actually, we were supposed to go down yesterday, but we didn't. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, man, I wish we would have went down there. So we're going to have to make it down this weekend or this week.
Yeah, maybe tonight or tomorrow night, because Sundays is Sevillana dancing.
I thought Sundays was live music.
Yeah, but they allow for dancing.
There's always dancing at Triana.
You know.
Whether it's flamenco or Saviana?
Sevillana.
Sevillana.
Yeah.
I almost got it.
Yeah.
And again, we have some great guests coming up this week. We're going to have our friend Natasha, professional bodyboarder. There's a really, really cool event going on in Isabela. It's the Encanto World Series of bodyboarding. And it's a really cool event. It's the first annual, I believe. We're going to find out more information from Natasha, but it's out in Isabela, and there's it's a really cool event. It's like when they did the world, what was the surfing World Cup of surfing?
Oh yeah, the World Cup that came to Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
the rip curl.
Rip curl, thank you, Sonny. Check out the big brain on Sonny.
I streamed it, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was, it's really cool that there's these world-class events here in Puerto Rico, in the Caribbean. And, we just keep stepping up, right?
Yeah, I saw the first surfboarding contest over there, Isabella.
Really?
Rip curl?
It was a couple weeks ago. I was doing a cross-country to Borinquen. And I looked down, I was like, oh, wow, I could see all the people on the shore. And it was actually a pretty good day for waves.
Really?
It was pretty neat.
Nice.
It must have looked great from the air, huh?
That's a good
great.
point, too,
Yeah.
because I saw the ocean this morning, and it's definitely some waves out there.
Yeah.
So,
and it's much easier to fly out to Borinquen than to drive all the way to Isabel. You get out there in half an hour.
Right on.
I
So
know, yeah.
if you want to go out to the big event, and I believe the event's going until the 13th, so you got plenty of time to go out there and check it out. And of course, the best way to get there, fly with Randy.
Isla Grande Flying School. And you can just show up, and we can send you right out there. If you want to just go there for a few hours, check it out, come back.
Oh yeah, because you can land
instead
there,
of all that
huh?
hassle of driving and the exhaustion of driving there and back.
And you get to watch it from above.
And you can see it from the air too.
That's right.
Yeah, we could even hover around it if you want.
Yeah.
And also, there's a really cool event going on in Ponce this weekend. Everyone has to go check that out as well. It's actually a festival, like a
regatta, paddleboard,
paddleboarding, kayaking. They have these little what are the remote control boats?
Little boats.
Sailboats. Yeah.
So we'll hear from our
that
friend.
I can do.
We'll hear from our friend. That's definitely Sunny rated.
Yeah, big time.
So we'll hear from our friend Joel from Ponce. I believe he's the director of the Ponce Yacht Club. So we'll hear from him. And we're also going to talk with our good friend Michael. We're going to talk with Michael from Bodyworlds.
We saw some naked bodies.
Uh-oh.
Some truly
That's
naked.
dirty, Sonny. This is a family show.
Skinless. You know.
It was really cool. I mean, if anyone's seen Bodies or the new one's Bodyworlds, it's even better. It's down in Old San Juan.
And more, and not just see it, you know, get the whole story, you know, sit, you know, go step by step and get all the information. Apparently, it's very rich, and it changes people's opinion about health and about, you know, everything. It's really important to go see, watch it, and learn from it.
It really is cool. It's very interesting and very educational. I know we were down there yesterday talking with our friend Michael, and there was tons of kids running around, and I mean, you know, usually you see kids and they have like a 0 attention span, but it was like everyone was glued. You know, all the kids were like glued to the teacher or to
these bodies and the parts and the bones, and it's very interesting. I mean, I hadn't seen it before, and I liked it, so everybody should check it out.
They even have animals that are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They have an ostrich.
They have like a 6-foot tall ostrich that's like. You know, and you know, these are not. We'll let Michael tell you about it. These are not actual. These are not plastic.
They're
made
real.
Up. Yeah,
real flesh bones.
Yeah,
Wow.
Plastified or something like that.
And also,
mummified.
No, they treat it. He'll give us all the information, but they treat it like with plastic. They dry it up and then
Put a resin on it.
something like that.
Almost like the Chinese food that you see in the displays.
Yeah, you don't get to eat this.
we'll let them tell us what type of coating
I
they
left my
use.
dog outside.
some fava beans and Chianti.
Yeah,
That's a good
like
one.
bacon. No. No.
And also, I had an idea. Let's see what everyone thinks. Let's see if we can. We're going to change it up this week. You know, usually we do our trivia questions for great fun and prizes. I had an idea for this week. We're going to change it up a little bit. What we're going to do is reverse trivia. Marie's like, what the heck are you talking about? But what we're going to do is, all right, usually we ask a trivia question, and if you answer the trivia question correctly, then you win fun and gifts and prizes. And this week we're going to give away tickets to the Bodyworlds exhibit. So, reverse trivia. This is how it works. Like I said, usually I have a trivia question, and callers call in and answer the trivia question. This week, what I want the callers to do is call in and ask me a trivia question. See if you can stump Caribbean Chris. Marie's like, that's never going to work. So we'll see what happens. So anyone out there who has an adventure in the Caribbean type trivia question, feel free to call in. And if I don't get the trivia question correct, you know, the first 25 callers, Sonny? No. Okay, let's just go the first 3. The first 3 callers, we're going to give free tickets to Bodyworlds exhibit in Old San Juan. So if you have an adventure in the Caribbean trivia question, something interesting, feel free to call us in at 787-724-1030 here at WOSO and ask us the trivia question. And I will not be Googling it. There will be no cheating involved. So if you have an interesting trivia question about adventure in the Caribbean, feel free to call in and try and stump us. And of course, keep in mind that I have our Top Gun flight instructor Randy here to help me today. So you know, this is going to be kind of a team effort. We're pretty well versed in the Caribbean, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
So excellent. So we have, like I said, we have some cool guests. We should have Natasha from the Bodyboarding calling any minute here. No, I'm just waiting for one of the trivia callers. He's like, you're gonna be waiting the whole show.
He said Chris said he wasn't Googling, but I will.
You can Google pretty quick, but I don't know. We'll have like a however long it takes to hear the Jeopardy theme. So give us 10 seconds. If we don't get the answer, then you win. Yeah, what do we got? Line 1. Oh, yeah. Somebody's trying to stump.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Line 1, you're on the air.
How many oceans are there in the world?
What's the question?
That's an excellent question.
In the world?
What is the question?
How many oceans are there in the world?
6 or 7.
I would say 5. There's Indian, Atlantic, Pacific.
You see, we're adventures in the Caribbean. We don't go beyond the Caribbean.
No, that's a good question.
I
think there are 6.
He gave somebody a winner for 4, but I'm going to give you the answer, okay?
Okay.
The Arctic, North Pacific, South Pacific, North Atlantic, South Atlantic, and Indian.
Okay, so that's 5?
That's 6.
6, okay.
6?
Yeah, but
I got it.
We gave a guy a winner for saying 4.
Yeah, but is it really the North Atlantic and South Atlantic is kind of, it's 2 separate oceans?
Exactly.
Wow, interesting. What was your name, sir?
He knows who I am. Don't worry about that.
I know. And we really appreciate you listening. We really appreciate you calling.
A few weeks ago, he gave a winning guy for saying 4 oceans.
Yes. Well, see, you're absolutely. You know what? You're absolutely right.
For saying 4 oceans.
You're absolutely right. But the reason was because I didn't count the Atlantic as North Atlantic and South Atlantic, and the Pacific as North Pacific and South Pacific. I didn't realize that they were separate.
But okay, then maybe you would remember right if you thought that way.
Well, we learned something.
So much.
We learn something new every week.
Everybody learns something all the time.
Hey, thanks a million. We appreciate you listening. Good. Thanks for calling. Yeah. Have a great Saturday. Very cool. That's a longtime listener, one of our great friends of the show, and he makes a good point. I wonder. I'll have to confirm that the South Atlantic and North Atlantic. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we got. Line 2, you're on the air. Natasha.
Hola.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for the interview. How's everything going?
Everything's fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm just watching some incredible waves in Needles Beach and Isabela. We are hosting in Puerto Rico one of the biggest events in the world of bodyboarding. It's involving almost 250 athletes from around the world, 27 countries.
Wow.
So what are you doing there? You should be here.
I know we should be. We should be covering the event live. But I understand that you're going to be running the event through the 13th. Is that correct?
Yes, is that correct? Today was the first day of the main round. So we are talking that we have maybe the best competitors in the world. Not maybe, we have the best competitors in the world, all the world champions, past world champions and current world champions, defining the world title in Puerto Rico. So we will have competitions today for sure. Women's DK, that is another category we have in the event. And tomorrow we're gonna keep going with the 3 categories, and maybe we are, tracking the swell, because you know how bodyboarding and surfing is. We depend on the conditions of the waves. But for sure, today, tomorrow, we're going to be on, and maybe Monday or Tuesday. That will depend on the swell. It looks like it's coming something really, really big.
Nice. And it's awesome to have the perfect conditions out there, and there's really no better area than Isabela.
Exactly. And when we choose a place to have the competition, we choose Isabela because it has the waves, but also, the view that we want to the competitors to see about Puerto Rico, like the enchantment. Our event is called the Encanto World Series. And you know what means Encanto for all the Puerto Ricans. And I think, Isabela has all that, the west side of Puerto Rico, all Puerto Rico, of course, but this west side is amazing. Just the conditions have been amazing, like the waves crazy, offshore, perfect. And then you have this view, the view of the paradise we are trying to to just show to everybody. And people is having a great time, competitors around the world just getting in love with our island. We are more than happy that the tourism agency of Puerto Rico is help and just develop this great event with the help, of course, of different private sponsors. But we want everybody to come to be part of history. This is the biggest event in the world, and it's hosting in our island. So I think it's a great opportunity to have, adrenaline, but also, an exchange with people from other countries, of course.
Right. And that's amazing. 27 different countries you have competitors from. Yeah,
we have Japan, South Africa, Australia, France, Spain, Reunion Island, Canary Islands. We have people from Portugal, Argentina. We have people from Barbados, Dominican Republic, Brazil, Morocco. We have people from everywhere, United States, of course, and all the Caribbean. It's the world tour have different stops. This is the 7th of 8 for the men, and this is the 4th for the women. And we are. It's the first time that happens in Puerto Rico because to have an event like this big, the country has to assure different qualities, like, of course, a nice place and secure place, and also, of course, good ways. So having those conditions put Puerto Rico on the map, big time.
Yeah, it's awesome exposure because the whole world's watching. There's bodyboard fans all over the world.
Yeah, for sure. All over the world. We are hosting the event on live. So you can go to www.ibaworldtour.com. It's a webcasting live all days. So you can see the action. If you can go to the beach, you can see it and see through the screen what's happening in Puerto Rico, and it's amazing. Like, we have a lot of Puerto Ricans in that event. So through the webcasting, you can support your country fellas or your favorite bodyboarder, of course.
That's awesome. And what's the website again?
The website is www.ibaworldtour.com.
Awesome. Okay, well, Natasha, we have time to come down there and check you out and check out the event, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and, you're more than welcome to come here and maybe even take a bodyboarding class.
Awesome. We'll do that. Thanks a million, Natasha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Excellent. Bye. All right, so another world-class event going on here in Puerto Rico in the Caribbean. So we're going to come back with some more exciting guests, talk a little bit more about some of the great events that are going on and more adventures in the Caribbean. We'll be right back.
This is Sherman Wildman wishing you a Jenny Craig Day. A Jenny Craig Day is healthy, tasty, and reduces pounds. It works. I have lost over 30 pounds so far and still losing, and look and feel better. And WOSO listeners can sign up for a 25% discount. For details, call 1-800-JENNY20. Or for home or office delivery, call 773-0733. Have a Jenny Day. The Isla Grande Flying School is famous around the world for its value and quality of training. But Isla Grande Flying is famous for other aviation services. They offer experienced photo flights, sightseeing tours of Puerto Rico, and even demo flights, which are a beautiful way to introduce you and others to personal flying. Just remember, whatever your aviation needs are, Isla Grande Flying School has been at your service for 58 years. Call 722-1160 and visit islagrandeflying.com.
For all your English to Spanish and Spanish to English translation needs, we're the ones to call. Translations Now will give you a free estimate and can deliver your documents within hours if your job requires a rapid turnaround. We'll offer you a reasonable rate with no hidden extras and give you a discount if you're a high school or college student. Please call or send a text message to Translations Now at 787-632-3518 or send an email to translationsnow@aol.com.
Okay, welcome back to Adventures in the Caribbean. Your insider guide for the best adventures. We're having a great time today. Of course, we're joined by our friend Randy from Isla Grande Flying School, and he's going to tell us some more cool stuff going on. Actually, there's a new plane you guys are getting, right?
Yeah, one of our flight instructors is flying out today to Wichita, Kansas to pick up a new Cessna Skycatcher 162, which is a new sport pilot certified airplane. It's brand new. And
it sounds fast.
Well, it's pretty fast. It's comparable to a 152. It's just a little lighter. It's a composite. It's more technically advanced, and it should be arriving here on Tuesday.
And that's a brand new plane.
Brand new plane. I think it's number 140. So it's coming right from the factory.
That new plane smell.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it's going to be, certified as a light sport aircraft. So you can just get a light sport license, which is like about 30 hours of flight training time, and you don't need a medical, a first, third, or second class medical. Basically, just need a driver's license. So if you're healthy enough to drive, you're healthy enough to fly this aircraft. The limitations are it's only 2 passengers, so you have two people. So you have 1 passenger, and there's no night flying with the sports certificate.
So how many hours would it take you of lessons as Grande Flying School to have your pilot's license for that plane?
30 hours.
30 hours.
30 hours.
Wow.
Versus the 40 hours for your typical private. But we're a 141 certified school, so we're able to get pilots done in 35 hours. So
awesome.
It's a nice
so you had a driver's
option.
license and 30 hours to spare?
Yeah. A lot of people that were retired or a lot of airline captains, they'll go after their sport pilot certificate after they've been flying.
What's a plane like that run?
Oh, it's in the 150s.
Oh, 150
range.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. We generally get a new plane every year or two at this Grande Flying School. So this is one of our newest ones recently. But we're getting 2. So
and there's choppers too. We want to talk a little bit about that. But we actually have Joel online. Okay, we have our good friend Joel from the big event going on in Ponce. So let's see let's talk a little bit about that. Are you there, Joel?
Yes, how are you, Chris?
Excellent, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Puerto Rico, and thank you for giving us that opportunity to talk about our event.
Hey, thanks a lot for joining us. I know we mentioned it a few weeks ago, and now here it is.
Yes. Right now we have boats coming from Fajardo, Humacao, Palmas del Mar, that they are doing the feeder race. We expect like 9 boats coming down right now. The winds conditions are not so good, but let's hope. Let's see what happens. I talked to them to tell them if they need to use the motor, do it, because we have to party on Salinas at 5 o'clock.
We're like, hey, listen, I don't care if there's wind or not. You can't be late for the party.
Yes, exactly. It's one of the part of our event, having a good time, not just sailing, just being with the other sailors and have a great time together.
Now, in addition to the sailing and the partying, there's also you have a big paddleboarding race as well.
Yes, that's tomorrow. Let me tell you something, Chris. If the wind stay like this, these guys are gonna be flying down here to the Ponce Yacht Club Playita, because the condition for there is going to be perfect. But let's see what happens. We hope we don't get too much wind tomorrow, so they have a nice downwind paddle to Ponce Yacht Fishing Club.
Nice. Now, you have it's a whole festival down there. There's like live music and parties all day.
Yes, starting with tomorrow in the Bodyboard event, we're going to have a Calypso band on the beach very soon in like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have opportunities and races for kids, the elite paddleboarders too, weekend water. It's going to be an event for all the family, having fun on the beach and getting together. These guys that are growing this event so much, and they are putting this event in another level. So we hope the best. Mrs. Heather Baus, that is the organizer of the paddleboat, she is a member of our club, and she won last weekend regatta there with Jaimito Torres. So we're going to have a good paddleboard group coming down to Ponce tomorrow. So we invite everybody to come. You can go through the gate and tell that you're coming to the paddleboard event, and you will not have problem to get into the yacht club.
Nice.
To enjoy the party.
Yeah, we actually last week we covered the Paddle Royale event from Jaime from Vela Uno. And a lot of the people that we talked to were like, "Hey, you guys are going next week to the Ponce event too, right?" A lot of people that were participating in the event here in San Juan were also heading down to Ponce for your event as well.
Yes, that's what people told me. I heard about that, and that's good. That's good.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun people, and it's an exciting event. It's very very exciting to watch and see all the racers. I know there's pros and amateurs, and and like you said, weekend warriors. That's a new term that I heard. The weekend paddleboarders.
Yes, the people that do it for fun, they love the event, and it's a very physical sport. You have to be very in shape to do it well. So it's very good. People are doing it a lot. The girls are starting to come out and doing the event a lot too. We have a lot of girls participating, and the kids. It's an event for everybody, you know. So we hope tomorrow we have like more than 70 boarders down here in the Ponce Yacht Club Playita.
Nice. Well, any event where there's a lot of girls, count me in. And we're actually going to come down next week because I know there's a race next week. Yes. So we're going to come down and cover that race live.
Yes, Joe. Everybody's invited to the Ponce Yacht and Fishing Club. We're having the 22nd anniversary of the Discover the Caribbean Series Regatta. It's the biggest event of sailing in Puerto Rico. We have a very good tradition that started when Hugo destroyed the sailing fleet in Fajardo. Because we don't have a venue to do the main event of sailing in Puerto Rico, they moved it down to Ponce, and that's when we started with the Discover the Caribbean Series. It was started by my father, Michael Serrayes, another bunch of good sailors, and now I am, getting behind them and continuing this tradition and continuing this sport and doing it for the club and for the sailors, because it's a beautiful sport, and we cannot let it go down. So we're gonna have a big party. Our main goal is bringing all the sailors possible and enjoying a lot, having a lot of live music, activities for all the family, bingos, mountain biking, volleyball, everything. So we hope everybody comes. You say on the gate that you're coming for the event. Maybe you cannot park here in the Ponce Yacht Club, but you can go to La Guancha. It's like 3 minutes walking, so everybody's invited.
Right on. It's going to be a great event. How do we find out some more info on that? Is there a website, phone number to call?
Okay, you can call Alicia Acosta at 787-842-9003, or you can visit www.discoverpyfc.com.
Right. Awesome. That's excellent. Well, we're looking forward to coming down next week, and we hope you have a great weekend. This event, everyone needs to come down there and check it out at the Ponce Yacht Club. What's it called? The summer or the festival? The Caribbean.
Discover the Caribbean Series Regatta.
Excellent. All right. Well, listen. Thanks a lot, Joel. We appreciate the update, and we'll definitely be talking this week to set up our plans for next week's big event.
Come down here and watch the better sailors of Puerto Rico, the biggest boats, the faster boats, the classic boats, everything. When you come down here, just call me. I'll be waiting for you, Chris. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thanks, Joel. Awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Puerto Rico, Randy.
Yeah. Of course, you can fly there too.
That's right. That's right. You can fly right to Ponce. Or you were telling me it's like 5 minutes from the airport if you want to fly out to Isabela.
Yeah. Basically, Isabela is one of our checkpoints right before we get to Borinquen Airport. Yeah, so it's right there. I saw it on last weekend or 2 weekends ago when they had the contest.
So with you, we get to do them all.
Yeah,
we won't miss one of them.
We could do that. We could fly out in the morning, see the bodyboarding event,
the schedule,
and then hit Ponce in the afternoon.
That's right. Yeah. And you can only do that in an airplane.
I know.
That's it.
We just chip in for gas, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, what do we got in one?
You got Body.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Well, again, we were down yesterday checking out the Bodyworlds event. Exhibit. Excuse me. And it was really awesome. It was so entertaining and interesting. And we have our good friend Michael from Bodyworlds who's going to tell us a little bit more about it. Let's see if we have him. Line 1, is that you, Michael?
Hello. How are you guys? How's everything?
Excellent. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Very happy to be with you guys and very happy to talk about Bodyworlds in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Now we come from Ponce all the way to San Juan.
That's right. We went from Isabela to Ponce. Now we're back in San Juan.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You're traveling all over the island. That's good.
That's right. Well, tell us a little bit about the exhibit, Bodyworlds. Well,
we have Bodyworlds located in San Juan, in the old San Juan, right in the Galeria Paseos, which is right behind Teatro Tapia and right next to the Estacionamiento Doña Fela. For those people that don't know probably where Galeria Paseos is. And we have this exhibition starting from September, and we're going to be all over till December. It's a beautiful exhibition. It's a very, very educational, where you can see what most people never can see in our entire lifetime is able to see a heart, able to see a lung, able to see your body as never before. And it's a wonderful exhibition. It's been traveling the whole world, and it's coming all the way from Europe, from the Dr. Van Hogen, which brought the exhibition here to Puerto Rico.
Now, Dr. Hogan's like world famous.
Yes, he started all this, the plastination, which is this process of taking out the water from the body and inserting liquid plastic, which it becomes hard, and then it turns into which it is right now, which is Bodyworld, where you can see all the tissues, the muscles, you can see all the veins, the arteries, the heart, all the organs, the entire body. You can see it on details as never before.
It really is amazing, and you know, it really is. It's really cool because you know you don't really realize the amazing machine that the human body is.
Yes, exactly, and this is a unique opportunity to see these in detail. We even have a lady that is pregnant, and you can see the process, and you can see how amazing God made the body, which in the case of the women can have a baby inside her, and you can see it, and that's a process that you could probably never see as you can see it in Bodyworlds.
Yeah, it was amazing. And one of the things I was talking a little bit about earlier is that you know, the kids, usually the kids, it's hard to keep their attention for long. But I noticed yesterday when we were doing our tour of the exhibit that they were just like glued to the person, you know, the teacher or whatever who was.
They were glued to everything, because you know it's wonderful for the students to see and to learn all these guys that are in medicine school, or even it doesn't have to do with the medicine. It has to do with knowledge of science, knowledge of all the parts of the human body, and actually it's very good for a lot of students and a lot of people that are thinking about and studying. Even it works for people that stop smoking, because we have all these lungs and things that you can see, like lungs infected with emphysema. So you have a lung there that is black of a person that was smoking for the past 15 years.
That's a good point, you know, and I think you may have created a dozen or so new doctors, and probably had some people quit smoking after seeing that.
Definitely. There's a very big there's an 80% of people that have seen the exhibition, which they definitely take the decision of stop smoking, because they see, you know, doctors every time tell you don't smoke, but you never have the opportunity actually to see a lung on his bad state of either cancer or emphysema, where you can see how the lung turns out black. And it's wonderful to get to see that. You
could basically say it was Sonny rated, because after Sonny saw that lung, he's like, I'm going on the patch. But yeah, that's a good point too, and there's a lot of. Go ahead.
Did you start with the patch already?
Yes, today. But you know, in addition to you know, some doctors, I'm sure that you know, because you know, some of the kids got excited and they're like, I want to be a doctor. But I think there's a lot of other different fields and areas of interest that it can be inspired by your exhibit. You know, physical health, you know, sports medicine, all types of different stuff.
Yes. This is an exhibition for the whole entire family. This could take a family. This could take students in science. This could be anything. Like, I just want to see and know what the human body is. And Mellado Productions, and it's trying to bring a little bit more of science, a little bit more of medicine, a little bit more knowledge for everybody, and it's very educational, and that's what we're trying to this is not only entertainment exhibit. It's entertainment, but a lot of education in it.
Yeah, and you could literally spend the whole day down there. I know all the different exhibits. I mean, that the one exhibit of the one that I thought was super cool also was, in addition to having the human body in several different. Actually, let's talk a little bit about that too, because a lot of people see Body Worlds as people's the insides of people, but you actually have a huge amount of different exhibits. For example, you have the central nervous system, you have the different blood and bones, veins, everything.
Yes, yes. It actually goes step by step, starting from the heart, and it goes through every single organ that we have in the body: the skin, all the arteries, veins, lungs, heart, the nervous system, the bones. You can see step by step. Actually, the exhibit takes you at least an hour to an hour and a half to see it, in your detail, because we have provisions for hearing aids. If you want to hear it in English, if you tend to hear it in different kind of languages, we have it for the convenience of anybody that comes there and, I don't speak Spanish. Okay, so we have this hearing aid that you can hear everything while you go step by step and you see each one of the bodies.
It's basically just an earpiece, and you walk around and it narrates for you.
Yes,
awesome.
And that makes it wonderful. That makes it wonderful. We have people. It's in San Juan, so we have a lot of tourists coming in and going, okay, but what if I don't know Spanish? And immediately I said, no problem. Just let me know the language, and that's it. And people love it. It's a wonderful exhibition. It's an exhibition for the whole family. We're going to be there, and hopefully Radio Oso is going to be there transmitting live from there.
Absolutely. We got to come down and take some footage. I know Sonny wants to bring the video camera down and do like a full video of the whole event, or the whole exhibit. And it's cool. It's very, very a couple of times I was like, whoa, that's really freaky, and I would just sit there and stare at the exhibit for like minutes and minutes. You could literally spend the whole day down there.
Yeah, it's very wonderful. It's a very good experience. It's once again, it's open every single day from 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. You can go with the entire family, have a beautiful day there where you can learn. Once again, it's not only entertainment. This is something that you definitely know somebody in your family or friend that has probably lung cancer, or probably somebody that smokes, somebody that probably been through a operation or something, and they don't know what it is that organ that they touched me, or what is that they did to me. And that's exactly what you can find in Body Worlds and find out and learn.
That's really cool. That's a good point, and any type of like physical ailments or anything like that you can really get a better understanding of how the body works and what parts are where. Yeah,
definitely. So really, it's for the whole family. So hopefully everybody comes over and sees the exhibition.
Now, what's a website to check it out and phone number?
Bodyworlds.com, or the phone number is 722-7300. Once again, 787-722-7300. And it's open every day from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And really, it's for the whole family and entertainment. We're going to be until December, so you got to hurry up before you don't have the chance. This is a chance in a lifetime.
Right on. Excellent. Well, listen, Michael, we really appreciate you joining us and telling us more about Body Worlds.
Thank you very much to you guys.
And we definitely are going to come down and spend some more time down there and shoot some video and give everyone an opportunity to check it out.
More than welcome. So thank you very much to you guys, and hi to everybody. And there we are at your service at Body Worlds.
Excellent. And 787-722-7300.
Yes, sir.
And bodyworlds.com.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Bye-bye. Take care, you guys.
Have a great Saturday. Yeah.
Bye-bye. You too.
Yeah, you guys got to go check it out. We had a great time down there, and I was a little I was wondering at first if I was gonna like it or not, and I tell you, I can't wait to go back and see it again because it really was cool.
Yeah, we flew by. I want to go there and really spend some time on it. I mean, I'm curious about a lot of things I saw yesterday. Usually, I have enough time to get all the info. So next time we come, we're gonna cover the whole thing.
No doubt, it really is a cool place, and it's a big exhibit too. You know, like I was saying, there's in addition to the human exhibits, there's also some animals down there. What's it? There was a cat. Okay, I guess so. All right, well, we were doing our reverse trivia. So if anyone wants to call in and ask
challenge us, I got it right.
That's right.
Okay, so that one's on me. I said 6.
All right, well, we're gonna have to confirm that North Atlantic, South Atlantic thing. But,
no, if it makes it 6, we don't need to confirm anything.
Okay, as long as Sonny's right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's it.
But we're actually in honor of Bodyworlds. We're going to actually do a cool trivia question. So the trivia question is, what is the largest organ of the human body? What's the largest organ of the human body? Oh, Marie's got it. Okay, this is an easy one, I guess.
Now, this is for tickets for the exhibition.
That's right. So you can go down and see the Bodyworlds exhibit for free.
We're giving out 2, so we got 1 each trivia.
Awesome. All right. Well, we need to take a quick break. We have a call on line 2.
Let's take them before the break.
All right, line 2, you're on the air.
The brain?
Oh, good guess, but that's incorrect.
No, that would be me.
What was your name? All right. Well, that was a good guess. Actually, the brain is a pretty large organ, so we'll see if somebody can.
Is it really an organ though, or is it?
I believe so.
It's a nerve, though, right?
I don't think so. Well, let's get one of our doctors to call in.
Now you have a reason to go to Bodyworlds.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I just want to see, that pregnant lady with the baby at Bodyworld. I wonder if they have the father on display too. I mean, in fairness,
a good question. We'll have to get Michael back on the air and ask him that one. That's a good question. Line 1, you're on the air.
Yeah, it's the skin, right?
You got it. And down there they have this really cool one of the parts of the exhibit is an entire just the skin of a human.
You could try it on for size, right?
I don't know if I'd want to do that. What were you saying earlier? Yeah. Little fava beans. With rice and fava beans. It was really cool and interesting though. What do we got? Okay, well hold just 1 second. We'll get your info and you're going down to Bodyworlds for free. What was your name? Did we already put him on hold? Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, terrific. We'll hold on 1 second and we'll get get your info and you're a winner. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks a lot for calling. What was your name?
Thanks. Ken.
Ken. Thanks a million, Ken.
All right.
We'll see you down at Bodyworlds. All right. Line 2. What do we got? Line 2. Line 2, you're on the air.
The skin.
You got it. Excellent. I don't think you've missed one trivia question, have you?
I'm not as smart as you, right?
And you almost stumped Sonny, so that was a pretty good try. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Thanks for calling.
Very good.
We have to take a quick break, or do we got another caller? Make up my mind. Okay, we got to take a break. Okay, well, again, we'll be right back with more adventures. We're going to talk a little bit more about Isla Grande Flying School with our friend Randy. So we'll be right back with adventures.
Isla Grande Flying School has been training pilots for 58 years. The Isla Grande Flying School is famous worldwide for the outstanding value and quality of its training. Its graduates are in demand immediately. Flying is a unique career in today's job world because there are more planes being built than pilots being trained. If you're interested in an exciting and high-paying career in aviation, the first call is to Isla Grande Flying School at 722-1160. And visit us at islagrandeflying.com.
In Puerto Rico, Cherry Blossom sets the standard for exquisite Japanese cuisine and superior service. Located in the heart of Condado, this Japanese gem is the perfect place to gather with family or friends. Come to Cherry Blossom to enjoy the magic of their exquisite culinary delights prepared right before your eyes. There is also an Asian menu to choose from. Cherry Blossom has specials for lunch, a kids menu, even an early bird dinner. They also have an entire floor available for private activities. Complimentary self-parking for lunch during the week. Cherry Blossom next to the San Juan Marriott Hotel in Condado. Reservations suggested. 723-7300.
Checked out in that 162.
All right, welcome back to Adventures in the Caribbean. We're having a great time here today. We hope you're enjoying us bringing you these adventures as much as we enjoy bringing them to you. And of course, we're joined by our good friend Randy, Top Gun flight instructor from Isla Grande Flying School. I was just saying, we heard this Sherman commercial, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to next month change it to over 59 years of training the best pilots in the Caribbean.
It's going to be 60 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the first Cessna pilot centers in the Caribbean. Actually, I think it is the first one.
And they train
one of the only.
Not just private pilots, but you guys also train a lot of the commercial pilots. Military pilots.
Probably 50% of the business is actually commercially inspired pilots that want to go, from no time to a commercial license and their flight instructing license, instrument rating, commercial rating, multi-engine rating, even moving on to their helicopter ratings. So we offer all of that. So that's really the backbone of our business is training for professional pilots. And if you talk to any pilot in the Caribbean, you'll find out that they probably got their license from the Isla Grande Flying School. Right. And their son probably got their license from the Isla Grande Flying School.
And I know we were talking a couple weeks back about the fact that the largest purchase in aviation history, was American, just bought like 300 planes.
Yeah, like billions of dollars worth of airplanes. And the planes that are being manufactured now, there's more pilot seats in these new airplanes than there are pilots to fill them right now.
Wow.
There's a real void. A lot of pilots are retiring. A lot of the post-Vietnam War era pilots are retiring. And so there's going to be a real void. And there is a real void now. You're seeing it in more hiring from the airlines.
And that's interesting because I did read an article that also said that they're going to be hiring more pilots this year than any time in history.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be so much more traffic as far as people flying through the airlines that they need more planes. They need more pilots to fly those airplanes. And we just don't have enough. And we need more and more.
And that's really cool because basically what you're saying is that as soon as you get your commercial pilot's license, you're going to be able to pick and choose jobs pretty much anywhere you want.
As soon as you get your commercial license, generally you start working right away. You either start working for a small commuter airline or you work as a flight instructor for a number of years. Being a flight instructor makes you so much more proficient than just being a pilot. Because they say teaching teaches you a lot more, and you learn a lot more through teaching than you ever could through any type of flight training.
Right. And I know we also had a conversation not too long ago that the truth is it's very rewarding.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like every day, my day is different. I never see the same thing every day. I never do the same thing every day. And I meet new and different people every day.
And I know I could see the excitement when you were like, oh, one of my pilots just did his solo.
Yeah, I want to congratulate Robert Pump, one of my students, just soloed last Sunday. So we got him soloing rather quickly. He's works at the Coast Guard station. He's one of the top guys over there.
Nice.
So those guys usually finish up pretty quickly. The military guys are very proficient in flying. And about 2 weeks ago, I had another student of mine, Nelson Garcia, soloed as well. So we're pumping out the pilots as best we can. We're trying to add to the pilot population here. And in the Caribbean, you have the luxury of doing a lot of different things being a pilot here, because the airplane is the bridge.
Right.
We don't have bridges to St. Thomas or St. Croix or Vieques or
That's
Culebra.
a good point.
So the airplane is the bridge. So at the Isla Grande Flying School, we also do cargo. So people depend on us to get those products to them the same day, or within a few hours. We do a lot of the bank documents, a lot of paperwork for the banks. We work for a lot of the express companies as well, and so we're all over the place. So what's nice about my job is I mix it up with flight instructing, with cargo flying, and we do that early in the morning. Sightseeing flights, demo flights for new pilots. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Awesome. And I also, it's really cool because I talked to this girl that she comes into Puerto Rico every year, and usually she loves to go to Culebra, over to Flamenco Beach.
Yeah.
And every year she's taking the ferry. She's like, this year, forget it. I am flying over there.
Yeah.
So she called you guys, and it was like almost as much to fly over as it is to pay for gas down the Fajardo.
We have on-demand charter. So you just walk in the door. You say you want to go somewhere. We get the pilot. We get the plane. We go.
And after she flew with you guys, she's like, I am never doing anything else.
You get spoiled real quick by taking an airplane. 20 minutes, a half hour versus, a half a day to get out there. And you're exhausted by the time you get there.
Right.
It's relaxing to fly.
Yeah.
It's not exhausting. So
that's awesome.
It's a lot of
and
fun.
Also, we have you talked about the express delivery service.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't stress enough, folks, that this is actually a lot faster. The other express delivery services are about 3 days, and
well, we delivered a transfer case for a big dump truck. They came in there in the morning. We dropped it off. We flew it out there. Now a dump truck out of line for a construction company is hundreds of dollars an hour every time that truck is down.
Good point.
So we got it there within a few hours, and they probably had that dump truck running that day. That's only something that you can do with an airplane.
They were like, we love Isla Grande Flying School.
Yeah.
So awesome. And as always, you can get a hold of Isla Grande Flying School at islagrandeflying.com.
Yep.
And the phone number is 787-722-1160.
1160, yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, listen, again, we appreciate you joining us this week and every week on Adventures in the Caribbean. Thanks again to our good friend, Top Gun flight instructor, Randy from Isla Grande Flying School. And as always, thanks to Triana Restaurant. We're going to love going down there and checking them out. And we'll see you next week on Adventures in the Caribbean.
Thanks for joining us for today's Adventures in the Caribbean. If you have suggestions or questions about the Caribbean, call WOSO. Have a great weekend and join Caribbean Chris next Saturday for more adventures in the Caribbean.